Hey, what's going on? EA Sports FC 26 just got a fresh title update, and this one is all about tightening up the experience instead of throwing in a huge batch of new features. According to EA's official game info hub, title update 1.52 is now available on PC, and the main fix called out is in career mode, where the team says they addressed various stability issues that could occur. Coverage of the rollout also ties this build to update 120 on console and 1019 on PlayStation. So if you are seeing those numbers in your downloads, that is the same update people are talking about. And honestly, that is the kind of update that matters more than people realize. Because stability is one of those things you do not really notice when it is working, but you feel it immediately when it is not. If you have spent time in career mode, you already know how frustrating it is when a save starts acting weird, a menu locks up, or the game just does something unpredictable at the worst possible moment. So this patch is basically EA stepping in and saying, okay, let us clean up the rough edges here. That does not mean the mode is being reinvented, and it does not mean every issue is gone, but it does mean the developers are still actively trimming problems players keep running into. The update itself is being framed as a stability patch, not a gameplay overhaul, which is important to say clearly so people do not expect a giant gameplay shakeup from this particular release. Now, the interesting part is that even with this update live, EA is still tracking several known issues, and some of them are the exact kind of problems players have been complaining about for a while. The current list includes a PC problem, a controller can stop registering input during gameplay, online matches that can run into unexpectedly high ping, a PC graphics setting bug where settings can reset when entering game settings or switching tabs, and a gameplay issue where Finesse Shot Playstyle and Playstyle Plus can sometimes create slow shots. So, when you talk about this update in your video, it makes sense to frame it as a cleanup patch that fixes one area while the developers continue working through a broader list of trouble spots. That keeps the story honest because the patch is helpful, but it is not the end of the road for the issues players are still reporting. What makes this update worth mentioning on YouTube is the contrast between what it fixes and what is still being monitored. On the one hand, you have career mode stability getting attention, which is the sort of thing that can improve day-to-day play in a quiet but important way. On the other hand, you still have those known issues hanging around, especially on PC, where input problems and graphics setting resets can have a real impact on the experience. That gives your audience a useful snapshot of where the game stands right now. The developers are making adjustments, they're still responding to feedback, and they are not pretending everything is perfect. If someone is playing through career mode, this update may make the ride smoother. If someone is hitting controller or online issues, the latest known issues list shows those problems are still being looked at rather than fully closed out. So here is the way I would say it naturally in the script. Hey, what's going on? EA Sports FC 26 has just gotten another update, and this one is mainly focused on making the game more stable, especially in career mode. EA says the update is available on PC right now, and the big note attached to it is that various stability issues have been addressed. That might not sound like the most dramatic change at first glance, but these are the kinds of fixes that can matter a lot once you are actually in the game, especially if you have been dealing with crashes, weird menu behavior, or saves that feel less reliable than they should. At the same time, the situation is still not fully clean, because EA is also tracking a set of known issues that includes controller input dropping on PC, online matches spiking into high ping, graphics settings resetting on PC, and the occasional slow finesse shot tied to certain playstyles.